Yo, so it's the week of 420.
4 fucking 20.
So if you celebrate that,
If you do,
I mean, more power to you. In the
More
states
power
that it
to
is
you.
legal and the states that it is not, y'all stay safe.
Stay safe. Stay green.
Hey, and to the local dope man, keep your business up.
This is what the prime season right here.
Yeah.
This is like their Black Friday.
Yeah. It's the Black Friday.
Yeah, it's the Green Friday.
The Green Friday.
Tuesday. And it was on Taco Tuesday too? First of all, I feel like we needed that.
Yeah.
Not saying we participated.
No, not participating. We just saying
we just collectively.
We talking about the tacos.
The tacos.
The tacos.
Yes. So how you feeling?
I am straight. What about yourself?
I'm feeling really good right now.
So
really good.
Speaking of 420.
Yes.
So what about your boy Wayne? Your boy Wayne
what
said
about Wayne?
Wayne said he happy and he thinking about settling down.
You know what? I'm happy for him. You know how I feel about Wayne. Wayne can do no wrong in my eyes.
I mean, I know you say Wayne can't do no wrong.
He can't do no wrong. Go
forever.
Go forever and ever.
Okay. So the young lady that he said so. I mean, it got to be true.
Yeah.
And her name is Denise Bidot.
Bido, I think.
I don't know. Look,
hey, exotic.
I ain't gonna say nobody's name right. So y'all.
So Denise.
Yeah, we're gonna call her Denise.
Okay.
But your boy say this is the one out of all the ones.
This is the one.
After fucking all the girls in the world.
I wish I could find every girl in the world. Okay.
He done found the one.
I'm happy for him. I'm happy for Wayne. I feel like he needs somebody. Or if he doesn't, it doesn't matter because Wayne can do no wrong.
I mean, he can do no wrong.
He can do no wrong in my eyes. The GOAT.
So I wonder, like, how that happens. Like, do you think, like, he's just seeing him and be like, hey? Or you think, like, like some people where they be like, I just kind of just
sliding in the. You know what? Speaking of sliding in the DMs, I think this week we need to talk about, online etiquette while you're dating.
Okay.
Because think about it. You're in a relationship, but definitely social media is a big part of a lot of people's lives, especially people that are like around our age, in your 30s, 20s, and under.
Yeah.
So I think it's different, especially for us, because we experienced a time period where we weren't heavily into social media.
Yeah,
we were calling people, talking on the phone. Now you have access to literally the world.
I mean, there wasn't no social media, so
there was no social media.
If you didn't go to them cats' house, you didn't see them.
Right. So I think this week we need to talk about online etiquette while we're dating.
Okay.
So as far as like social media boundaries and things that you should and shouldn't do. So what are your thoughts about sliding into people's DMs if you're in a relationship?
That's a hell no.
That is a hell no. Unless it's not about like some type of business transaction.
Yeah, for sure.
I definitely think that you shouldn't be sliding into anyone's DMs. But what about, let's say if someone slides into your DM? How do you approach that? How do you respond to that? Let's say if a girl is like, hey, hater, I think you're kind of cute, blah, 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 blah. Do you even say anything or do you just ignore it?
I ain't gonna lie, like probably like 100 times out of 100, I usually just delete that shit.
100?
Yeah. I usually
got it like that?
I just delete it, just be like, I ain't saying I got it like that.
Don't even respond.
I ain't even saying I got it like that. I'm just saying I
feel like as far as like sliding into people's DMs, if you're in a relationship, I feel like you shouldn't address it. Now, if their first message is giving you a compliment, I feel like I always feel rude if I don't say nothing. So I'll be like, thank you, but I'm in a relationship.
So how do you determine like if they just legitimately giving you a compliment versus like a compliment and waiting for something?
Kind of shooting their shot?
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like when they're like, hey, I'm just
like if they're like, oh my God, I think you're so beautiful. Okay, thank you. Because that's a compliment. But it's funny because some of these people don't care. They know that Jay and Hater is together, but they'll still try Jay or they still try Hater to see if they can kind of slide in where they can get in, where they can fit in. And my thing is, if someone gives you a compliment, I don't know, maybe because I don't get compliments like that. I still like to say at least thank you, or try to be polite. But I'll be like, but I'm not interested. Yeah. I don't think that it should be anything that's entertaining. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like I don't think a conversation should be going on and on and on after that. It's because my thing
I mean,
is,
you
I'm
ain't
like,
got to tell them about your childhood and all
right.
that
I'm a
shit.
businesswoman, so are you coming here for business or are you here for pleasure? I don't need you for pleasure. So thank you for the compliment. You're sweet. You can check out jandhater.com. You can check out Polished Custom Designs. But other than that, I don't have anything for you.
Yeah.
So definitely, when it comes to sliding in the DMs or people sliding into your DMs, just kind of be careful. Also, there's a girl and a guy on TikTok where they actually, their whole TikTok is about people who contact them and they're like, hey, this is my guy's Instagram. Hit on him and see if he falls for it.
People do that,
and then they expose it.
So like the more like green room where they used to sit them sexy models.
The fucking green room.
Put them sexy models in there.
Never fall for the green room. Yes, it's just like that. And then they post the shit on TikTok to see if they fell for it or not. So people setting people up.
Because I used to think about this shit. Like, you remember before TikTok and all this other shit, they used to do that on the radio. Used to call it like War of the Roses, where somebody would call and be like, hey, call my dude or my girl and say they want a trip and see if they're gonna say they got a +1 and then see if they're gonna bring me.
Damn.
You know what I mean? So
I was gonna go even further back and be like, call them on 3-way. Call them on 3-way and see what they say about. I guess so. I think there's 3-way like conference. It's conference.
I mean, I know you can Zoom and do all the videos.
Yeah.
Can you still like? I mean, like
you can.
Add a call,
you can.
right?
You can add a call. Yeah, Apple has that feature. So, what about when it comes to, let's say, you're in a relationship and it comes to liking and commenting on certain posts? Is it okay if I'm always going on Lance Gross or Idris Elba or whoever women are liking nowadays and liking and commenting, or just a regular Joe and being like, "Oh my God, you so sexy"? Is that okay?
No.
Is that? You gonna bust my shit?
Y'all know I'm not advocating for that, but
so okay. Is it different if it's a celebrity versus just a regular smack?
I mean, comment is one thing, but telling the nigga he's sexy is different. Is
okay. So if it's a compliment that you are supposed to reserve for your partner or who you're in a relationship with versus, that's where
yeah. If it's on some like, I ain't gonna say like some respectful shit, but on some respectful shit.
Like if you commented on Beyonce, it'd be like, oh my God, the queen.
Yeah, it's something like that.
That's
or
okay.
Like if somebody post a quick clip or something, you'd be like, hey, that was a tight little jig that you did. You know what I mean? Something like that. But I'm saying, be like, hey, I like the way you pop that ass, girl, boy.
Yeah, you can't do that.
Pop that shit, boy. Pop it.
You can't do that.
Oh, I can't do that.
Chop your shit up.
Bust it.
Jay Chapo Jr. We're not doing that. Okay, so what about, this is a big topic, especially with girls, with women. Posting your significant other. Some, because I get it, some people just want their social media for certain things, certain types of posts, but what about if I'm on my Instagram or if you go to my Instagram feed and it's always me? There's never you or any mention of you. And I'm posting like thirst traps and me like in a bra and shit and being all sexy and cute. What are your thoughts on that?
I think it's a difference between that, right? Like
between what?
Like, let me explain. So I feel like it's a difference between just having, let's say, a page just for you and it's just regular shit. You know what I mean? I wouldn't say like if it's just your page, and I wouldn't say you would have to absolutely post who you with, right?
Yeah.
But if you on there and you posting thirst traps, that's indifferent. You know what I mean? Like, you can't be posting thirst trap and then not have me on that bitch. That's different.
Okay, or not even mention.
Right. But if it's just like a regular page where you just doing like posting about regular everyday shit,
yeah,
then I'll be like, okay, cool, because you may not really just be on it like that. Okay. But if you on there like with your titties out and and popping it upside down and shit, then I'll be like,
who's popping on handstand?
Let me like, yeah, bitch, this is over.
It's over? You ain't even have a conversation. It's just over?
Because at that point, man,
So, okay.
I ain't saying it's over, but you know what I mean.
So what are your thoughts on couple pages, where that is literally not like Jay and Hater podcast, but like, no, this is Jay and Hater Facebook page.
Facebook page.
That means somebody cheated. And so,
somebody ain't trustworthy.
So somebody is not worthy of the trust.
It been too many then slid over in there.
So now, no, this is our page. Yeah. I always think those are funny. If it's not for business related purposes, I think that shit is so funny because I'm like, who did it? Who did it? Okay,
just the Kelly and Matt page.
So what?
And every picture is with them.
Every picture, and then they bet not. Who is this commenting on your saying that you look cute?
Why they got hearts in their eyes in that emoji?
That'll set me off real quick. Why does bitch think it's okay to put hard eyes under your picture? She know that's me.
She know who I am.
Right. She know where I reside. So, okay, what about...
Because I feel like my page, I made my page for me.
Of course.
You know what I mean? So whatever I put on there, it's not for everybody else all the time. Right. Sometimes I just want to post for me.
No, I'm not saying every post needs to be.
No, I know that, but I'm just saying some people feel like if you don't post me on your page at all, that you're hiding me. But that's not necessarily the truth. Maybe if people really mess with me like that and they know we together, then that's what's important.
What's understood ain't gotta be explained.
Yeah, I feel like I feel like a lot of people that put a lot of emphasis on that, like
they're insecure.
They're insecure, or it's not as happy as they wanted to seem.
Right.
Or that's just how I feel. I mean,
or it's like, if you love me, you will post me. I'm not gonna lie. I used to be that way. I used to be like, well, why won't you? Well, you don't want to post me? You ashamed of me? But then it's like, well, damn, I don't want everything I post to be Jay and hater. Sometimes I need to be just Jay. Yeah. And that's fine. But it's like, I feel like there's a fine line. So you definitely don't want to cross that line.
Now, I'm not saying
thirst traps and stuff like that.
Right. Now, if your profile still say you're single and you just forgot to change it, and then you post thirst trap,
we won't let you forget.
And then that's what I'm just saying. Like, it's a difference between if it's everyday shit versus like
just random bullshit memes.
Yeah.
But
like if I got my 8-pack out and I'm pouring water all over my head, like
that's supposed to be sent to just me.
I'm just saying. I mean, then
I'm not gonna lie. I don't trust any guy that posts a bunch of selfies on his page all day. That shit is weird to me. Especially if you're in a relationship. If you're in a relationship and you're a guy and you're taking a bunch of selfies and all your pages is a bunch of little sexy selfies where women be like, "Oh, you look so good, looking good."
Yeah, yeah, you see it. Yeah, baby. Yeah, I know. Appreciate it. I'm just saying.
I will fuck you up.
Yeah.
No. Man, I don't know. I don't trust a man that takes a bunch of selfies. I just don't.
She also don't trust them if they wear a hat, because
if you wear hats all the time, you probably hat fishing out here. Hat fishing. That means you got a super duper big ass forehead.
Okay, what about you people that always like all their selfies is like up to their neck?
They fat. I'm sorry. I mean, that probably came out really rude. But if all your selfies are from here up and you got the angles going, big girls, you know what I'm talking about. Where you got that certain angle and you don't go nowhere, especially if your neck is all right, you don't go nowhere past the décolletage or whatever they call it. You can't, because as soon as you get down here and you get a little wide, no. Yes, if the selfies if it's always just selfies of the head, like, what is it called? Headshots and shit. They probably fat.
They got the professional LinkedIn.
Because think about it. If you got a body, if you Rihanna, if you a bad bitch, you want to show off your bad bitchness. But if you like roly poly oly, you gonna be like, nah, but the face is good, so I gotta angles, baby.
I mean, a lot of skinny people do that too, though. Where they give you like,
but they have full body pictures. If they don't have no full body pictures, they're probably a little heavy set. There's nothing wrong with having a little extra fine on you. But yeah, think about it.
I don't know. I don't like taking like.
Well, I feel like they may be a little insecure about their body, not necessarily that heavy.
Yeah.
But they're just a little insecure. Because I know some big girls that will give you body all day and don't give a damn what you think about.
Like Laszlo.
Her name is Lizzo. You gonna put some respect on Lizzo's name. Lizzo is that big.
I just. But anyway,
you forget, or you just used to call her Laszlo? Okay, whatever. So, what about as far as your friends list? Do you think it's okay to have exes or former friends with benefits, or anybody you had sex with before?
Hell no.
As friends?
Get them out of there.
Okay, so you have no one on your friends list that you've had sex with. That's right. And I don't think that's that's appropriate, especially if it's different if you're on like some platonic shit and you're like, we mess around, but we're really just friends, and you let that be known up front.
Yeah,
I feel like that's something you definitely need. That's definitely need to let your partner know up front.
Like if y'all like had sex in high school and
you're 45,
be like, oh no, man, me and Keith. I'm not talking about like me and Keith.
What were you and Keith doing?
No,
yeah, pause, brother.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
Yeah,
get on track. You off track.
Yeah, I'm off track. You the one that spatted out Keith. But yeah, no, I don't. I think that for me personally, I think that if you've had sex or had a previous romantic relationship with someone, I don't feel like they should be on your friends list, especially if you're not telling your partner.
Yeah, for sure.
Especially if they ask. I mean, I know that's probably not going to be the first thing on your list. Like, what's your favorite color? Oh, how was your childhood? So do you have any friends on your Facebook page that you used to have sex with? No, that's not something that you necessarily just speak out and talk about. But
I hear that a lot, though.
Yes, I
hear that a lot. Like, where people be like, hey, I think that's why I got off for a minute. Like, it's just like, I'd rather just.
There's a lot that goes into social media. It's not just, you can't just have a basic friends list, but you have to really be careful with who your friends are and who you're interacting with. And you can literally, like we said before, slide into anybody's DMs.
Yeah.
And your partner
like
not
Bootsy,
know.
And then just send a bunch of DMs to Rihanna and just shoot your shot over and over and over.
Shots are being taken. Shots are being shot. I mean, it's you have more freedom because you're behind the keyboard. You know what I mean?
You little confidence.
You could scam women from Nigeria for money, or you can shoot your shot. Yahoo boys.
No, I've never heard that until today.
So, full disclosure, we started watching 90 Day Fiance before the 90 days. Because, I'm on TikTok and they always have the TikToks about Big Ed. And so I was like, let me watch the season that he was on. So somebody got addicted to it with me.
Y'all know how she be. Y'all know, man. Like, y'all know. It's a trick. It's a trick.
So, anyways, getting back on topic. So, do you have any other social media do's and don'ts in relationships? Like, is there something that you're like...
Okay, since we talk about it. So, how do you feel about, like your friend's partner, like, talking to you, or you know what I mean? Like, let's say,
like, if my best friend's boyfriend or husband like message me,
yeah,
I feel like that's always kind of weird. Like, I'll be their friend, but I don't think they should be private messaging me unless it's like hey, I'm planning a surprise party
like
and I need you to help.
Contact of sort.
No.
Like they shouldn't be having more contact with them than the person they with.
Yes. But as far as like likes and comments, and because I mean, especially if you guys all hang out together,
yeah, for sure.
Then I have no problem with being friends with like partners of my friends. But at the same time, you're like, there's different tiers of friends on like Facebook and social media, and you're just like, okay, you're cool by association, but let my friend break up with you, and then I'm kicking you off. So that's another thing. How do you feel about removing people? What constitutes you removing people from like your friends list or from social media?
I think that was
kind of dicey.
Yeah, that was kind of tricky, right?
Okay, so what? We're mutual friends with someone, and I'm like, I don't fuck with her no more.
Hey, if you say we ain't fucking with them no more, then hey, they gone.
Gone.
That's kind of how I feel. Like, if you tell me you ain't messing with them,
then why should I even be fucking with them?
Because it's be kind of awkward. Like,
yes, okay. We don't fuck with you no more.
So how do you feel like, let's say, like one of your ex's friends, partners, like really cut for you, and they try to, like, you know what I mean? Let's say like a female, and she come and be like, "Hey, I still want to be cool with you. I know that you and such broke up, and my partner with them is best friends, and I know I technically probably shouldn't be talking to you, but
if it's on some." Anytime we talk or whatever, we don't even bring that person up. I may add you on a probationary station. State status. Probationary status.
But why would they be on probation?
Because I need to fill you out to make sure that you're really here for what you say you're here for. If you're really here to get information and be known.
Oh, yeah, I guess I get about that.
So, let me tell you something funny. I've been purposefully saving this. So, back when I was like 13, 14, I dated this guy really briefly. Grew apart. He ended up going to jail, gone to prison, still there now. Why did I get a DM from him the other day? And I'm like, wait, nigga, you in prison. Why are you contacting me? And literally it was just like, hey, I need your address. I'm getting out soon. Holla at me. First of all, sir, you are in prison. How do you have a Facebook in prison? Number one. Number two, I've had a whole different life, a whole marriage and divorce, and a whole other relationship. Literally, when you go to my page, when you see me, you see him. You see him, you see me. So, how do you? And apparently, this is someone that's managing his page reports. They're like, "Oh, he needs your address for what, girl?" Or sir, ma'am, sir.
He'll be like a baby boy where he just show up like, hey, I parole to your house.
Literally, I have not seen you since I was like maybe 16, 17. I'm 36 years old. We have nothing in common. So I was like, hey, if you get out, good for you. I'm good. Well, can you send me a friend request? Now you're blocked. So like
So you gonna have Snoop Dogg here walking around kicking Henny Cage? Like, first of all, you ain't my daughter.
First of all, don't do Henny. Number one, Henny is our rabbit. We recently got a rabbit about 5-6 weeks ago. She bit me on my ass the other day, but that's a whole other story. But she's very sweet. If you follow us on Instagram and Facebook, then you definitely will see her. Yeah, apparently, she's more popular than we are at this point. Yeah. But yeah, I just thought that was really funny. Like, why would I give you my address so you can pop up here? I got a whole relationship, a whole different life.
Why ain't gonna be baby? I'm gonna come home, this nigga gonna be over it. Hey. So you hate us.
Hey, what's up? Oh, I see you.
Hey, y'all podcast crazy.
No, dog. I just think that shit. Why are you listening? I just think that's so funny. You said make some hooch?
Make some hooch on the spread this morning.
Talk about the boom boom room and shit. No. But I don't know. I think, especially women, we're very, very particular about who. We're always wondering, is anyone sliding into his DMs or is he? Because literally, you can have a whole full blown relationship with someone via Instagram and shit, and no, your partner will never know because you're sitting there and you can just real quick. I will kill you. I will end you.
Kill you dead.
Kill you all the way dead. Live on the podcast.
Bring you back, hang you, bring you back again.
Bring you back just so you can see a video of where I tried to kill you and then kill you.
And then kick you in the dick and then bury you in the dirt.
But yeah, social media has just really kind of changed the game because you have so much access to the world.
Yeah, for sure.
You have access to the world. You know, there's people sliding in celebrity DMs all the fucking time, which I think is hilarious.
I mean, because you just never know. I guess you just never know.
Never know. You, like, I asked Boosie a question and that nigga actually responded. I was like, oh shit, this is really Boosie.
Shit. Okay. And what made you think it was actually him? I'm just asking just for
the way. If you really know Boosie and the way he talks and the way he, that was that nigga. Yeah. I showed you the messages. Yeah. That was him. What's up, Boosie? Shout out to Boosie.
Hey, we back friends again.
Right. But yeah, social media while you're dating is definitely a big deal now because couples break up over social media. You know, you can stalk someone's social media. You can be like, who is he friends with? I could be looking through your friends list and be like, no, I don't like her. Why are you friends with her? Some girl,
how you know her?
If a girl puts the wrong comment, anything with a heart, why does she feel like it's okay to do that?
You put a heart on it?
No.
Like, hey, that's a good
like
job,
as far as like Facebook, you can, you know how you hit like and you can either like or love it. Love is okay. But if you actually take the actual effort to put in like the little heart eye emoji and looking good.
Damn, I can't.
Here I come comment on her comment. I know, that's me.
I can't damn boy, give it. Hey, don't worry about me adjusting myself. Who
you trying to adjust yourself on this podcast?
But yeah, so we just said be safe on social media.
Be safe on social media. Do not get caught up. Please don't get caught up.
Then,
but if you guys have any other like social media do's and don'ts, definitely let us know. I'm curious to see how other people feel about it.
Because I know a lot of people feel very strongly about social media.
Very, very strongly about it.
Like, they be like, hey, you got 4,000 friends. You mean you ain't having sex with none of them?
No, nigga, I'm not.
It ain't possible.
You have 500. Are you having sex with any of them?
No, because that's not over 1,000. Only.
So there's a certain quota, and
I feel like people feel like
that means there's dick in there or there's puss in there.
Yeah.
Oh. Okay. Thank you for
people more than likely, I guess,
more than likely.
The
higher friend count, the higher probability that you get some side booty.
I guess the odds is like
the odds is it, or is it not?
No. What else you got?
So, the petty words of wisdom.
Talk to me.
For this week. Do not care about criticism that comes from someone you wouldn't take advice from. Think about it. Why do you care what someone would say if you wouldn't take advice from them? Let that marinate. Think about it.
Yeah.
If it's someone you don't know that was like, you ain't shit. Like, you don't know me.
Hey, but let me tell you how to get these Bitcoins.
Right. But if Oprah came to you and was like, hey, I think you should do this with your social media, and I think you should do this with your life, you gonna fucking listen because that is Mother Oprah. Yes, that is Mama O. So yeah.
So like, what if Judge Mathis like give you?
You a crackhead? If he calls me a crackhead, I mean, I feel like he knows crackheads, but I wouldn't take advice from Judge Mathis personally. I'll listen to him, and I'll be like, all right, thank you.
I consider it.
Thank you for
Would you consider it?
Depending on what it was about. Depending on what the advice was about. I might.
Yeah, I mean, I guess that's true too.
I might.
You wouldn't take advice from.
You wouldn't take advice from, for example, you wouldn't take any type of criticism or advice from someone who ain't never been at the status that you're at, or who will never experience what you're experiencing.
Yeah.
Why would you take advice from someone on how you should do your podcast and how you should, handle your money, and they ain't never had no money? And they always scamming.
Or first telling you how to travel when they ain't never left their home state.
Listen.
How you ain't left your home state?
Or your city. There's people in Dallas, Fort Worth that they live in Fort Worth and will not leave Fort Worth. The fuck?
I mean, but they have. Oh.
No, I know some people that have not. Yes, it is. I will not name no names. They probably ain't listen to this podcast anyways, because they don't ever get out and do nothing. So I'm not worried about it. I said what I said. So yeah, social media while you're dating, definitely be careful. I feel like those boundaries should kind of be like in the initial conversations, as far as what you kind of expect. Sure. Relationship expectations. I'm really big, and you know this. I'm really big on like setting those kind of expectations, so that way there's no surprises. Or as those situations arise, be like, well, this is how I feel about this. This is how I feel about social media. Or instead of just being like, why are you doing this and this and this and that?
No, why your phone going off 67 times a day?
Why is your phone going off 67 times a day?
I don't know.
Because it's me. So yeah, that's all I have. You have anything else?
So, okay, I guess I do have something else. Mm-hmm. So, you can always find us at www. That's what I feel like was extra W.
No, it wasn't. You just said it fast. www.jnhader.com. You can find us on Instagram at jnhader and on Facebook. And then also I am J Duce on Instagram.
And you can always find your boy Lord Hater.
Lord Hater. Shirt provided by Polished Custom Tees.
That's
check
right.
them out. Or Polished Custom Designs on Facebook. Anything else?
No. I mean, that's about it. Hey, and always, if you're with us on YouTube, make sure you share, subscribe. And all the other good stuff.
Tell your friends, tell your mama, your daddy, your cousins, little boys, dogs, and cats, everybody.
Make sure the little boys, dogs, and cats.
Because they need to hear it the most. But yeah, other than that, we always thank you guys for rocking with us. Definitely give us some feedback. We love feedback. We love to hear what you guys want us to talk about. Anything that may be on your heart that you feel like you need us to express for you, definitely hit us up at jnhader@gmail.com.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Or, again, you can slide into the jnhader DM for business or, podcast-related inquiries. Other than that...
Never say that word.
No, I can never say it. That's why I say it slow. Because I'd be like, inquiry. And they'd be like, what inquiry? I can't say social security. fast.
Say Social Security.
I say Social Security.
Social Security.
Yeah. That's okay. That's all right. I mean, I can't be 100% perfect. I'm like 99.9.
Always perfect.
Right. But yes, we thank you guys for rocking with us. And again, you know how to reach us.
Yeah, you do.
So as always, please protect your peace.